I still can't help but feel inferior to my husband's dead wife. I hated her, everything about her, the wedding photos, the Rolex, the way I had to compete with her for his affection. You see, Leslie died before their 6-month anniversary, so Frank's memories were tied up in that honeymoon phase. He remembered sunny beach holidays and giggling like lovesick teens, painting the front lounge together. But whenever he thought about our relationship, it was me arguing with him or him pouring himself a whiskey because of stress. I tried explaining how unhealthy these therapy sessions were, but Frank knew better. He'd performed some pretty twisted experiments in his lab. Leslie had even nearly killed him after he reanimated her body. She started chewing off her own fingers while restrained to the wall. You'd think he'd take a hint and move on, but Frank was stubborn. I found her in Frank's basement office shortly after our 5-year anniversary. She was chained to the wall, unable to feast on human flesh. The mere sight of her made me retch, yet Frank looked at her like she was still beautiful. Whenever we argued or things got too real, he'd disappear into the basement for hours, no doubt badmouthing me in front of her. After 15 years of this, I decided I'd played second fiddle long enough. Next time Frank went to the lab, I broke into his office and got to work. When he finally returned home late at night, I was waiting patiently in the kitchen. I screamed and shouted until the stress vein above his temple bulged. Then he stormed into the basement for a rant about my unreasonable behavior. I sealed the door shut behind him, then quickly grabbed the lock from my pocket. It was the only thing keeping Leslie pinned at the far side of the room. Within seconds, the screaming started. Back in the kitchen, I leaned against the counter, sipped from my coffee mug, and smiled. If Frank wanted his ex so badly, then he